It's weird when I know everyone in the room can host, because it doesn't make any sense. Friends? You asked, what is unpoetry? So I assume. What is unpoetry? Twice monthly reading series, every second Saturday at Bulldog News, every last Thursday here at Casa La Cholo. September 28th, we're doing unpoetry at the Fry, which is going to feature movement in one area of the room, then poetry snaking through, and then movement in the other part with sound. The Fry is real freaked out about the sound, but it's kind of cool. They're so freaked out. But yeah, thanks for being here. On a night of 1,000 things to do, right? We're one of the 1,000 things to do. And that is okay. It's not as hot in here as it could be. Maybe it'll get less hot as we move through the day. The mic works. I don't know. It's okay. Why unpoetry? I've said why unpoetry a million times in the last couple of weeks because I'm just kind of working out. I guess I do a newsletter every month, so if you want to sign up for that, there's a sign-up sheet in the back. Also, I always forget, there's earplugs in the back too. So if things get loud, which sometimes they get louder than I mean to, and usually that's my fault. Well, I guess it is my fault all the way around because I ask people to come. Either way, earplugs in the back. Why unpoetry? Unpoetry essentially is, I've been calling it verbal, right? It's not a noun. Like poetry itself is a verb, right? But poetry itself is also a noun. It's commodifiable. It's something that we use at Barnes & Noble or Amazon or wherever to kind of separate poetry versus not poetry, right? But unpoetry is not just the difference between, is not just the opposite of poetry, right? Unpoetry is more than not poetry, right? Not poetry is so static, it's so boring. And it creates this kind of binary system of poetry, not poetry, right? Good, not good, right? Or good, not, or good over here, not poetry, poetry over there. So I mean, the idea kind of with unpoetry is to just experiment with what your definitions of poetry are, what your definitions of music are, what your definitions of art it essentially is. And then once you find that, do whatever the undoing of that is, right? Which actually challenges, I think, an artist to kind of reconceive their perceptions on art. And I mean, when you think about it, all reality is just a perception, right? So I mean, that's the truth of it. How do we undo something? How do we act, right? A poetry reading is static. A not poetry reading is static. These are all boring nouns. They do nothing. Unpoetry is asking the artist, it's asking the audience, it's asking the host to conceive of something, right? And to conceive of something continually on a gradient, to always meet unpoetry with the idea of like, what do I think un is and what do I think poetry is and how do I mix those two together and then how do I act upon that, right? We're talking about action in a time where we need action, essentially. So that's the trick of it. I did not write down your full name, Carlos. And that sucks. I almost nailed it.
You can just say Carlos and then I'll say my full name.
Alright, cool. Well, Carlos is playing guitar. I'm excited to have Carlos here, even though I forgot to write down the fucking shit. Anyways, give it up for Carlos.
Thank you, Eric, for hosting this and inviting me. And we enjoyed it.
I was an hour late, so thanks to Eric for putting me on this time. This is not a poem by me. This is Ingeborg Bachmann. But since it's unpoetry, I'm not going to read the whole poem. I'm just going to read a part I really liked. It's from a poem called Night Flight, translated by Peter Filkins. We have risen and the cloisters are empty, since we endure an order that can't heal or teach. It's not the pilot's job to act. They have the air bases in sight, and spread out on their knees the map of a world to which nothing can be added. Just like map of a world to which nothing can be added. Okay, I'm going to ask you 4 times for something. Each time I want something different. I hate titling poems. I'm bad at it, and I never have titles. So before I read each poem I'm going to say, please give me a title. I'm going to listen out for whatever you say. Whatever you say will be the title of this poem. So I need a title of this poem. Compost. Thank you. Compost. The actionable metaphor gets a full interrogation, a big extensive workup across multiple time zones, and in a counterpointed chorus, voices at varied and diverse melodic and harmonic ranges. At least one from a clotted throat that hums and makes a chord from one breath. Human technology put together through the trials and failures of the evolutionary R&D division. In calm moments, rain on roof, electricity maintaining its connections, the field stalls out, the focal point overworked by dense and atrophying muscles in the jelly of an eye. Gripping a pencil forces needles into the knuckles and soft meats of the fingers and the palm, gradual shift to duller and duller pain. Pause again for applause and for a conversation when someone will extensively overshare. Who are you if you cannot fill a page? What qualifications do you have for this opportunity besides a desire to get out of all the others? When you hold the door open to the convenience store, do you follow where your eye goes? For me, it's always to the back, looking for specialty glass bottles of sodas for which the recipes have long been refitted so they show in an MRI machine. Leave it to the corporations and the poets at high ranks in their corporate suites, the dustbins and shredders and garbage files filled with none but the sweetest poems, the ones composed of numbers, names, and more than anything, pages so blank you can see your reflection in them. Thanks, that was compost. Okay, I need a title for this.
Amelioration.
Amelioration. This is okay to browsers and time. Now I'm like, oh my god, we need to attribute. I know. Who knows? It's fun. Thanks. Amelioration. A familiar tree, much in need of the sky, blossoming. Cold surfaces at night, by day, return the sun's heat, every direction. There's fullness in how sound carries. Ground pushes it away or holds it, keeps some for itself, just enough to disrupt patterns opened up through mistakes, the noise of distraction. Old age comes for us silently and quickly, without retribution, but still so thoroughly nonetheless. Vocal for once, we ask, why? No answer. Underground, the roots, through capillary action, feed trees for years. I cannot imagine time any longer. 0, for now, seems impossible. Thanks. That was amelioration.
Thanks.
$99 tune-up special. Extensive effort towards repealing the inevitable update situation becomes so much like a rotisserie chicken's experience in that phase of death before it becomes a part of another life. Nutrients to be pulled from the bloodstream and reapportioned by endocrine middle managers. The body is above all things a metaphor, the way a city is, or a motherboard. Listen to the imitations of birds. How like a virus they are, how like a toothache, like acid rain and the skeletal limbs of North Carolina poplars. See, in this kind of situation, at enough velocity, everything can be flammable. Everything can be rubber, can be glue, can be whatever that bounces, can stick with you like a handful of almonds gently distributed from the see-through plastic tunnels at the back of the co-op. Thanks.
can forget about what used to be. Be happy with the way life might think about what life had been. Whiskey drunk and under the gun.
to my knees and begged for mercy. I pleaded and I prayed to 1,000 gods, to 1,000,000 stars, to the earth, to myself. Tell me what I did and I will repent. I repent, I repent, I repent. I baptized my own body in salt water. I rubbed holy oil into my face, into my hair, into my wounds, until I absolved my own sins and your sins and the sins of every last soul on this whole damn planet. And what did it give me? A mouthful of cotton, yellow eyes, bloodshot around the edges. The river dries up and the cries become gas. Dust prayers piled up in the corner of the room. I have this dream where I'm talking to you, in this little house with aqua trim and an open floor plan in the desert. And nothing bad has happened to us yet. You're laughing because I burnt the eggs. Who burns eggs? But in the dream, your laughter sounds like golden hour, and the light that's pouring in through our full, palm-printed window makes the dust in the air look like diamonds. The sun makes a pattern on your face, a gleam in the eye. How can I not stare, my darling? Even in a dream, I cannot keep my focus from you. There are bills on the table, even in the spring they find us. But we can pay them. Or in the stream, we are both permanent. When I wake up, there will only be one of us. I won't burn the breakfast, but I won't eat it either. The sun will come through, but I will be shy about it. Old medical bills piled up. Condolence cards lay unopened. I stare at a picture of you in the desert. You're nude and sunburned and screaming not to hit the flash button. But your smile reaches your eyes, and even in the photos, your eyes are happy. Even in the photos, they gleam gold. Joy looks different to me now. It doesn't come on its own often anymore. But we seek it out, an equivalent exploration team of two. I would never have called myself optimistic, but for you, I'd be a goddamn ray of sunshine. I carry you up the mountain in the heat of the day. You look into the valley, eyes wide and curious. You start heaving halfway down, your legs give out, but mine work for us both. Treatment thins your hair. We make room in the closet for 4 wigs you never wear. You tried on 56. I would have found room for the other 52. Treatment dims your vision. I make eye appointments and delight in your cold bottle glasses with a wire frame. We buy a small trampoline. I wrap you tight and we both squeeze onto the ridiculous thing. And it is ridiculous. I want to keep it that way. 4-leaf clovers made out of lab results. I take an extra job and find joy in your rest. Whatever it takes, whatever keeps you here. That is my joy now. Whatever keeps you here. Thank you.
Thanks for coming on Poetry. We'll be here next month. Sign up for the newsletter. Follow me on Instagram. So the forderhase, Chase Ferree.